This program has been brought to you thanks to the generous contributions of our patrons on Patreon. Your patronage is greatly appreciated. And for more content like this, be sure to check out the Modern Alchemist channel on Patreon.
Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
And that if you do not understand vibration and all of the nuance in vibration, how subtle vibration is, it's why the Eastern esoteric sciences refer to it as subtle energies, because you're reaching out with a part of yourself and extending into the ether to sense the vibe of a thing, right? And also to sense your own vibration. Like, you have to understand how you're vibrating. And you can, as a conscious entity, with an understanding of polarity and polarization, can then, you have the outcome. Polarization is the outcome of your vibration. So if you have a vision that you want to be someone amazing, then you need to vibrate like amazing people vibrate. If you want to free yourself from totally messed up depression, absolute dire black depression, the first step is to project the light, to find somewhere in that void of darkness the light, the image, the goal, the way out. Because that's the other pole. You're here and that's there, and the difference between you and it is only vibration. And so if you don't get this, you miss the point of everything that comes after this. Because polarization then is how we express. Polarization is how we step out of the ether and become. It is the unification then of the two opposites into a singular moment that polarizes and becomes distinct. And then you are me. You can say, I am me. That's me. And you can refer to yourself. It is where you become distinct, and by understanding how you polarize, you can then influence not just your own behavior, but the behavior of people around you. And people who are masterful at polarization know this. Never assume a person is as foolish as they are acting. That's the first step in avoiding the lure of your own ego and thinking, I'm smarter than that guy. Because if that other guy is a polarizing influence, if that other guy is able to drive large masses of people into behaving in a certain way, even if it's in direct opposition, apparently, to himself, then that person is performing the act of some kind of magician. They are clearly understanding the alchemy of the human psyche by polarizing themselves willfully against a particular current to act as a lightning rod. And we see this happen repeatedly throughout political processes, religious processes. My favorite is professional wrestling, where you can have wrestlers who are amazingly polarizing, where people either really like them or they really don't like them. And the don't like often can be completely irrational. They just don't like them. You know, John Cena has been a polarizing influence on and off again. in wrestling, and it's amazing. Anyone who goes through a heel turn in professional wrestling is engaging in a polarizing influence. So right now in wrestling, Daniel Bryan, he's won the wrestling championship belt on SmackDown, and he's from here. He's from the Pacific Northwest, and he's like this eco guy now, and he's a heel, meaning that he antagonizes the audience. He's their accuser. He's blaming them for things. He's telling them that they're wrong and stupid. And all of those things then create a polarizing effect where he is controlling the degree to which people respond to him. And the irony is, the beauty of it, what is the master stroke, is that he calls the audience fickle. Truly a master stroke. Because the moment that he turns babyface again and he plays his yes music, everyone will spin like a dime and love him again. And that's the power of this alchemy. That is the power of what polarization can do. That if you're self-aware enough of what you are, what drives you, and what you want, then you can attenuate your vibration to achieve a particular polarization, regardless of your environment, because it all starts from the inside and it works its way out. And we've all been at these parties, we've all been at these office meetings, we've all been in these church gatherings where the environment is one way and then a particular person enters and everything changes. The question is, do you want to be that person? Because there are people in there who are also successfully polarizing their energy and they've disappeared against the walls. And we call them wallflowers. And these are the ones who would like to engage in there, and I'm speaking from personal experience because I've been on both sides of this, who would like to engage, but maybe they're retreated so that they can take it all in and learn something. Also a valuable trait. To adopt the role, instead of being the aggressive, masculine, projective, creative influence that walks in and changes everything, to switch your polarization to a receptive, feminine, passive posture, allowing you to just take it all in. Because it only works one of two ways. You're either talking or you're listening. Right? As any of our parents probably have said, or a teacher or a mentor. You can't do both. You're either talking or you're listening. So keep that in mind now. Now we've got a little setup here for this, and why polarization is such an amazing topic to me. Because this idea isn't just about human alchemy. It extends to everything. Everything. Biology, chemistry, and the stars, our solar system, how things work out there and how things work down here. It's what makes everything so exciting, because it also makes everything completely approachable. That by extension, you can reach out and experience everything that we're talking about here, all of it, by choosing to do so. By actualizing your will. And by actualizing your will, you're actually polarizing yourself with a different form of vibration. A different you emerges. And that new you is one that is whatever you visualize it to be.